Olani Wirutu. I'm Program Director for iDE and at the same time in charge of managing VINESA project. VINESA is an acronym which stands for Vegetable-Based Farming for Income and Nutrition in Eastern and Southern Africa. This is a project which is financed by the Australian government, specifically by the Australian Center for International Agriculture Research. And the project is basically managed by the AVRDC, which is Asian Vegetable Research and Development Center, which is the World Vegetable Center, with its regional office in Africa based in Arusha. So this project is basically implemented in 4 African countries, Malawi, Ethiopia, Tanzania and Mozambique. This is a multi-country project.
ስሜ አማኑኤል ኃይሉ ይባላል በአይዲ ኢትዮጵያ ስር የቬኔሳ ፕሮጀክት ቢፒኤች ቴክኒሻን ነኝ ያው የዚም ፕሮጀክት
name is Emmanuel Hailu. At iDE I am a best practice hub technician for the VINESA project. Our first task was site selection for this project. Site selection was undertaken in cooperation with Woliso Agricultural and Woreda administration offices. Our next step was selecting 20 BPH trainees in collaboration with Woreda Agricultural and Kabele administration offices for the first round of trainings. After selection, the trainees were briefed about the project objectives and the way they can share the knowledge and skills they will obtain with their community.
በመጀመሪያ ዙር ተመርጠው ስራቸውን ጀምረዋል ወደ ስራም ከመግባታችን በፊት በመጀመሪያ ለሰልጣኞቹ የቲዮሪ ስልጠና በዚህ በአትክልት አመራረት ዘዴ ላይ
The next step was to provide theoretical and practical training to the trainees on vegetable production systems from nursery preparation to other horticultural practices. Additionally, the trainees were well trained on the practical aspects of horticultural management and disease identification methods at the hub.
The main objective of this project is basically to address 2 or 3 critical issues. The first thing is, if you consider the African countries, in the 4 target countries, the population of the young is rapidly increasing, and while the employment opportunities are very limited in these countries, so the number of aging population in agriculture is very limited to feed the increasing young population in the target countries. So there is a need, an urgent need for creating employment opportunities for the young population in the rural areas. The second issue is there is increasing population in the urban areas. So this increase in population in the urban areas needs an immediate need for increased supply of vegetable production to feed the population with nutritious food. So the objective of this project is to address both issues. For the first one, to increase the income for the unemployed or disguised unemployment in the rural areas, and the second one is to increase the supply of vegetable and the nutritious food for the increasing population in the urban areas. And the other issue which this project is also envisaging to address is there is a disconnect between research and the practice in these target countries. So to bridge the gap between research and practice in these countries, there is a need to demonstrate practices of vegetable production, the whole package of vegetable production, starting from nursery preparation up to marketing of these vegetables in visible places called the best practice hub. These best practice hubs are centers where vegetable production, management, crop management of these crops and other related activities are demonstrated for the vegetable production professionals in the rural area. So this project is currently implemented in Ethiopia with two partners. The two partners are Ethiopian Institute of Agricultural Research and iDE, where the Institute of Agricultural Research is mainly responsible for undertaking basic research in the area of vegetable production, crop management and other post-harvest management practices, whereas iDE is mainly responsible for undertaking community level and grassroots level activities like establishing best practice hub, selection of the vegetable professionals from the rural area to train them in different vegetable production skills. So with this, we have already started the project in 2014, early 2014, and the project is currently in a very good progress, and we have already graduated 20 professionals with the first batch, and we are in the process of recruiting the second batch of 20 professionals, which we are currently preparing land for planting the crops. With this project, we are expected to graduate about 120 professionals who are very skilled in vegetable production, who are very much into the business of vegetable production so that they can generate income from vegetable, because this is a very quick return that the young professionals in vegetable production can earn.
እንግዲህ በዚህ ቦታ እንደምታዩት የችግኝ ጣቢያውን ከማዘጋጀታችን በፊት መደቦቹ በትክክል ስታንዳርዳቸውን ጠብቀው 1 ሜትር ስፋት 5 ሜትር ርዝመት
As you can see, seed sowing was undertaken after we made sure that the seed bed was prepared in standard model, which is 5-meter length and 1-meter width, and the seed was properly treated with chemicals. Next, the trainees followed all the necessary management steps, including mulching, watering, and the necessary pesticides.
ውሃ ማጠጣት ቀጥሎም በሂደት እየተከታተልን ለበሽታና ለጸረ ተባይ መድኃኒቶችን የመርጨት ስራን አካሂደናል።
ስሜ በሻይፍሳ ይባላል። የመጣሁት ከአዳማ ናዝሬት እርሻ ግብርና ምርምር ከሚባለው ድርጅት ነው እዚህ የመጣሁት።
My name is Basha Ibsa. I came from Adama, Malkasa Agricultural Research Center. I am here to provide practical and technical trainings for the farmers on modern vegetable production methods, including seed selection, seed bed preparation, seed sowing, and improved seed utilization. There are 2 types of seed bed preparation methods that are used for the rainy and dry seasons. Currently, we are preparing for the dry season.
ዘር መደብ ሲዘጋጅ 2 አይነት አዘጋጅት አለ። አንድ የክረምት መደብ አዘጋጅት ለየት ይላል። ለበጋ ደግሞ የሚዘጋጅ መደብ አዘጋጅት ይለያል። 2 መልክ ማለት ነው።
Egaa nu yaa'u kan dhaabbanni kun dursa jalqabarraa waajjira iDE fi qorannoo qonnaatiin waliin ta'anii akka gandaatti namoota 20 yookaan dargaggoota.
As we know that iDE and Malkasa Agricultural Research Center have selected 20 trainees from Dembele Keta, Kabele, to be trained in vegetable production. The activities were started from site selection and followed by standard seed bed preparation. Selected seeds of tomato, onion, and Ethiopian kale were sown on prepared beds. Later, the seedlings were transplanted onto prepared lands.
Biqilanii erga isaan immoo dhaabuun qaqqabani bishaan dhuganii bishaan obaafamee madaabaraan kennamee fi deebi'ee dhaabaa adda qaqqabeen booda immoo asii kuufnee gara maasaa shunkurtaa fi timaatimaa fi raafuutti geessinee dhaabuu jalqabne.
የዋናው ማሳ ዝግጅት ማለትም የድሪፕ ላይን ኢሪጌሽኖቹ ከተዘረጉ በኋላ እዚህ ጋር የደረሱት ችግኞች ወደዛ የማዛወር ሂደት ይከናወናል።
The transplanted seedlings are irrigated through drip line irrigation. The water for drip irrigation is pulled from the river by a water pump and stored in the reservoir. From the reservoir, the water goes through the main line and is distributed through the drip kit. Here we can have a look at how the drip kits are established and the seedlings are transplanted to the side.
ማሳ ይዛወራል ማለት ነው።
Summary, the specific purposes of this project is therefore to improve the vegetable variety and seed supply system in the target countries, including Ethiopia, and also to enhance crop management practices and post-harvest management technologies, and also increase the value chain effectiveness, thereby increasing the market return on vegetable production in the target countries per se.
The following is the graduation ceremony of the 20 trainees.
Ani gama kanko boilu jifaran jedhama dirata ganna dambali kattaati baroota darban keessa waggaa kana jecha waggaa darbe keessa dhaabbata iDE ganda dambalii kattaa keessatti hundaa'e hundeeffama sanaan immoo nuti keessatti gallee leenjii.
My name is Hailu Jafara. I live in Dembali Ketta, Kabele. From last year, iDE began this activity in our Kabele, and I was part of that training program. This training will allow me to share the knowledge and skill with my family. I have 5 family members, and our livelihood entirely depends on agricultural activities. My family and neighbors are practicing the knowledge and experience I obtained from the trainings at the hub. This organization is performing well. With frequent monitoring and evaluation, we hope to be more productive in the future. As part of the project, we have already opened a bank account for the income generated from the first round of production. We have an interest to increase our income with continuous support from the project.
Kanaaf ammaafis immoo dhaabbanni kun humna isaa qabu osoo hin qusatin kan ittiin leenjisan amma garuu humna biraa otoo hin barbaanne hubannoo yeroo gara yerootti hordofuu san qarshii sana maal gootan eessa qaqqabsiiftan maal hojjettan kan jedhu sana yoo hordofan iddoo guddaa ga'uu dandeenya. Yaa akkuma dursa egaa kummaa isaa timaatimiin kinoo kana fakkaata.
Maqaan koo kitaaba Galaatee jedhama. Piroojentii inni baratee galee Jifaaraa Ayiluu kan jedhan.
My name is Kitaba Galate. I have learned about improved vegetable production systems from Hailu Jafara, who was trained by the Vanessa Project. As you can see, I have adapted these practices in my fields. In the future, we hope to increase our productivity through these best practices and training experiences.